Hello, hello! Pete's Packs here with foreign grab bag number 6. Let's see what's in here. Alright. So we have some Chinese Theros, Japanese Journey into Nyx, Chinese M15, Russian Eldritch Moon, another Chinese M15, German Eldritch Moon, Korean Eldritch Moon, French M15, Japanese Hour of Devastation, Korean Rivals of Ixalan, Spanish Theros, and Japanese Ixalan, or Rivals of Ixalan. Very cool. So, let's pause and get those pulled up, and we'll start cracking. Alright, we have our sets pulled up. Now let's get things going with Theros. Alright, we'll start with the Spanish Theros today. Okay. We have Lightning Strike. Discharge de Reos. Very cool. Let's see, this is 88. That is Fleshmad Steed. Whenever another creature dies, tap it. Let's see. Cavalry Pegasus. Minotauro Frontierza, so Frontier Minotaur, I believe. Borderland Minotaur, okay. Erudita de Atreus, so student of Atreus, I think. Let's see, 28. That is Scholar of Atreus, or of Atreus. Centauro Resurgido? So Resurgent Centaur, probably. 1 of 3. Returned Centaur. When it enters the battlefield, target player puts the top 4 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. We have Griptide. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. That is Commune with the Gods. That's okay. Isladon Esperanzada. Not sure what that is. It's 19. Hopeful Eidolon. Bestow 3 and a white, lifelink. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Okay. Cispazo. 40, that is Spark Jolt. 1 damage to target creature or player. Scry 1. Okay. see, 51. Horizon Scholar. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Okay. It's something of heroes. Chronicler of Heroes. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card if you control a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. $219. That is Prowler's Helm. A creature can't be blocked except by walls. $198. That is Polis Crusher. Trample, protection from enchantments. 4 red, green, monstrosity 3. When it deals combat damage to a player, if it is monstrous, destroy target enchantment that player controls. A swamp and an elemental. Very nice. Alright, now Chinese Theros. Very little chance of me being able to read this. Alright. 106. Sip of Hemlock. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life. Sorcery. 64. Stymied Hopes. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Scry 1. Let's see. 125. That is Ill-Tempered Cyclops. Trample. 5 and a red. Monstrosity 3. 61. That is Leaf Crown Dryad. Bestow for 3 and a green. Reach. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has reach. 17. Deathbellow Raider. Attacks each turn of Fable. 2 and a black. Regenerate it. Let's see. 176. Savage Surge. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Untap it. Let's see. 30. That is Setessan Griffin. Flying 2 green green. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. 84. This Disciple of Phoenix. When it enters the battlefield, target player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to your devotion to black. Choose one of them, that player discards that card. $79. Blood Toll Harpy. Flying, when it enters the battlefield, each player loses 1 life. That's something Hippocamp. 43 is Breaching Hippocamp. Flash. When it enters the battlefield, untap another target creature you control. That is Burnished Heart. We all know that one. So 3 mana sack, search for 2 basic lands, put them into play tapped. That's a Crowan Hoplites, I believe. 185. A Crowan Hoplite, yeah. Whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. 168. That is Nylea's Emissary. 3 and a green. Then it has Bestow for 5 and a green. Trample. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has Trample. Nice. Ooh. This one looks familiar. Let's see. 75. Abhorrent Overlord. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/1 black Harpy creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield equal to your devotion to black. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Very nice. We have a Plains and a Soldier token. Sweet. Let's move on to Journey into Nyx. Japanese Journey into Nyx. All right. Starting things off, we have a Minotaur token. Forest? Is that Farika? I know this is one of the gods. 154. This is Farika, god of affliction. Indestructible. As long as your devotion to black and green is less than 7, it isn't a creature. Green, black, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Its owner puts a 1/1 black snake, black and green snake enchantment creature token with death touch on the battlefield. Very cool. 24. That is Sightless Brawler. Can't attack alone. Bestow 4 and a white. Enchanted creature gets +3/+2 and can't attack alone. 54. That is Thassa's Ire. Enchantment for a blue. 3 and a blue, you may tap or untap target creature. That is Nyx Fleece Ram. 0/5 that during your upkeep you gain 1 life. That's a good one. I know this is something that taps for mana. I don't remember what it is, though. 124 is Golden Hind. It's a 2/1 elk for 2. Tap, add a green to your mana pool. Let's see, 27. That is Stonewise Fortifier. 4 and a white, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it by target creature this turn. Okay. Not terribly good. This is one of the enchantments that you sack for something. 97. Font of Ire is an enchantment. You can sack it for 4 to deal 5 damage to target player. This is Vanilla 2/3 Minotaur 105. Pensive Minotaur. Yep. Vanilla 2/3. 64. That is Cruel Feeding. Instant. Costs 2 and a black more for each target beyond the first. Any number of target creatures each gain +1/+0 and gain lifelink until end of turn. That's Triton Shore something. 56. Triton Shore Stalker. Can't be blocked. 28. That is Supply Line Cranes. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. 129 is Crufix's Insight. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 3 enchantment cards from among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Number 2 is Lightning Diadem. Enters the battlefield, deal 2 damage to target creature or player. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. That is Sigiled Starfish. 1 in a blue, tap, scry 1. Very cool. Alright. On to M15. Start things off with a French pack. Nice thing about these older packs is they just open so well. We have a pre-release ad for Cons of Tarkir. Very cool. Let's see. Betard de la Ferrialière. Or Ferrialier. That is Scrapyard Mongrel. As long as you sacrifice it, or as long as you control an artifact, it gets +2/+0 and has trample. Nice. That's the Kithkin Lord. If I remember correctly, 16. Oh, no, that's completely wrong. That's Kinsbale Skirmisher. There's a battlefield target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Sefrair on Vermin. Let's see, 136. That is Clear Path. Destroy target creature with Defender. It's a sorcery. Incrustation. Let's see, 53. Is Encrust. Ooh, and Soul Artifact is in this set. Nice. Enchant artifact or creature, enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step, and its activated abilities can't be activated. That's Heliod's Pilgrim. For a 1/2, when it comes into play, search your library for a enchantment and put it onto Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's see, 130. Blastfire Bolt deals 5 damage to target creature. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. $179. Hunt the Weak. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature fights target creature you don't control. Let's see, 85. That is Accursed Spirit. Intimidate. Totem Vivant. Let's see, this has Convoke. 84. 184 rather. Living Totem. Convoke. Enters the battlefield, you may put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. That is Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Let's see, 50. Diffusion Sliver. Whenever a sliver creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 2. That's a good one. Is that Quickling? 76. Quickling, it is. 1 in a blue, flash, flying. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it, unless you return another creature you control to its owner's hand. Gunste Gradin. Let's see, 227. That is Rogue's Gloves. Equipped creature deals damage to a combat, or whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Equip 2. Let's see, 182. That is Colonian Twin Grove. Power and toughness equal to the number of force you control. When it enters the battlefield, put a green Treefolk Warrior creature token onto the battlefield with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests you control. Wow. It's pretty good. And then put it. Right. M15 Chinese version. Have a Planeswalker points add. Something that no longer exists on the back of its zombie token, which is pretty cool. It has Holy Armor. +1/+3 enchantment. Let's see. This is 72. Nimbus of the Isles, flying 3/3. This is something street denizen. It gets +1/+0 whenever a creature comes into play, I think. 141. Foundry Street Denizen. That's it. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+0 till end of turn. This Black Cat is 1/1 lifelinker. I can't remember the name of this one. Soulmender, that's it. Tap, gain a life. This is Divination. Draw 2 cards as a sorcery. 143. That is Generator Servant. Tap, sacrifice it, add 2 colors to your mana pool. If it's spent on a creature spell, it gains haste until end of turn. That is Raise the Alarm, put 2 1/1 soldier tokens into play. Let's see. 79. That is Statute of Denial. Counter target spell. If you control a blue creature, draw a card, then discard a card. That's Curd something. 51. Curd Chieftain. +1/+1 as long as you control a forest. Target creature gets 4 and a green. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Is the Staff of the Black Magi. 232. Staff of the Death Magus. Whenever you cast a black spell or a swamp enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. That is Staff of the Mind Magus. Whenever you cast a blue spell or island enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Ooh, it is an angel of some kind. It is Avacyn, Guard Angel, or Guardian Angel. Legendary creature, Angel, flying, vigilance. 1 and a white, prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature you control by sources of the color of your choice. Let's see, 5 white, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target player this turn by sources of the color of your choice. Interesting. Oh, and we have a foil. 73, that is Paragon of Gathering Mist. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. Blue and tap, another target blue creature you control gains flying until end of turn. 2/2. We have a really pretty island. Very nice. Somehow these stacks keep shifting over. Not sure why. Alright. Pack number 3. Another Planeswalker points add. This one explains rarities in Chinese. Very cool. Hey, that is Foundry Street Denizen. We just saw that one. It's the one that destroys an artifact or enchantment and you gain 3 life, or gain 4 life. 33. Solemn Offering. That's it. 45. Amphin Pathmage. 2 and a blue. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Lightning Strike. This is our second Lightning Strike so far. Let's see, 125. Zoff Shade. 2 and a black. It's +2/+2 until end of turn. Charging Rhino, if I remember correctly. 71. It is charging Rhino. Target or it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. 84. Living Totem. We had a French one of those. Sign in Blood. You know what that is? That is Radiant Fountain. When it comes into play, you gain 2 life, taps for colorless. Pretty sure. 245. It is in fact Radiant Fountain. Nice. Satyr Wayfinder. Yep. There's a battlefield reveal top 4. You can choose, I think, a land from it and put it to your hand. Yep, you can choose a land, put it into your hand. This Frogify, I think, turns the target creature into a 0/1 with no abilities. Let's see, turn to frog. That's it. Yep. Turns a 1/1 blue frog and loses all abilities. 161. Shrapnel Blast. Nice. As an additional cost, sacrifice an artifact that deals 5 damage to target creature or player. That's a big one. Let's see, 94. Endless Obedience. Convoke. Put target creature from a graveyard under the battlefield under your control. Ooh. 144. This looks really familiar. Goblin Kaboomist. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a colorless artifact token named Landmine onto the battlefield with red. Sacrifice this artifact. This artifact deals 2 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Then flip a coin. If you lose the coin flip, it deals 2 damage to itself. Okay. And it was designed by Stone LeBrond. And a Plains. Very nice. Alright, on to Eldritch Moon. We have had some really good Eldritch Moon. This is our Korean pack. That didn't open super well. Let's see, 122. That is Brazen Wolves. When it attacks, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. I think that's Moon Mist. 77. Waxing Moon. Yeah. Transform up to 1 target werewolf you control. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Let's see, 57. It's Drag Under. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. 112. That is Wailing Ghoul. When it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards. Oh, this card got played so much during the set, and I can never remember its name. 160. Grapple with the past. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. That was a good one. 16. Alchemist's Greeting. 4 damage to target creature. Madness, 1 and a red. This is the Scarecrow thing. 195. Field Creeper. Yeah, vanilla 2/1. 43. That is Spectral Reserves. 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, gain 2 life. 67. Laboratory Brute. When it enters the battlefield, mill 4. Blessed Alliance. One of my favorite cards from the set. Escalate 2. Choose 1 or more. Target player gains 4 life. Untap up to 2 target creatures. Target opponent sacrifices an attacking creature. And 34. Insatiable Gorgers. Attacks each turn if able, or each combat if able. Madness, 3 and a red. 88. That is Dusk Feaster. Delirium. Costs 2 less to cast if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Flying. This is actually standard legal. If I remember correctly, this is Splendid Reclamation. 171. It is Splendid Reclamation. Return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Very cool. 124. That is Conduit of Storms. When it attacks, add red to your mana pool. At the beginning of your next main phase this turn. 3 red, transform. Conduit of Emrakul. Whenever it attacks, add colorless to your mana pool at the beginning of the next main phase this turn. We have a checklist card and a spirit token. Nice. Oh, Splendid Reclamation. Oh my god. Sorry. Alright, now for some German Eldritch Moon. Alright. 13, Weirded Vampire. Weirded out. Madness, 2 and a black. For 3/3. 78. This turn aside. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. Actually, sees a little bit of play. 59. That is Exultant Cultist. When it dies, draw a card. 121. Borrowed Hostility. Escalate 3. Choose 1 or both. Target creature gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Target creature gains First Strike until end of turn. Excuse me. 21. That is Desperate Sentry. When it dies, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi Horror onto the battlefield. Delirium, it gets +3/+0 as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Let's see. 72. That is Spring Sage Ritual. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain 4 life. 45. That is Stentia Innkeeper. When it's the battlefield, tap Tap target land an opponent controls. That land doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. 14 is Borrowed Grace. Escalate 1 and a white. Choose one or both. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Creatures you control get +0/+2 until end of turn. Let's see, 63 is Grizzled Angler. Tap, mill 2. Then if there's a colorless creature card in your graveyard, transform. Then it becomes a 4/5 Eldrazi Fish. Creature with 6 creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. That is Hanweir Garrison, which is one of the merge cards. Merges with Hanweir something or another. Let's see, 204. Hanweir Battlements, that's it. And it merges with Hanweir Garrison, so, I believe. It has tap for a colorless, red and tap, target creature gains haste until end of turn, 5 and tap. If you both own and control Hanweir Battlements and a creature named Hanweir Garrison, exile them, then meld into Hanweir the Writhing Township. Nice. Pretty sure we have a German Hanweir Garrison too. Why are these so out of why does this pack feel like it was like randomized? 114 Whispers of Emrakul. Target opponent discards a card at random. Delirium. That player discards 2 cards at random instead. So if you have Delirium, it's effectively a oh god. Words, brain. Hemdatorok. This is the one that it's something. What is it? Foul Emissary, I think. When it comes into play, you can look at your top 4 and get a colorless creature, I believe. Then when it's sacrificed to cast an Eldrazi spell, you get a 3/2 Eldrazi. We've gotten several of these. Yeah, Foul Emissary. Look at your top 4, you may reveal a creature card from among them and put it in your hand. The rest on the bottom in any order. It's really good. Archivegeist, which I think is actually the regular name for it. Let's see, 62. Geist of the Archives. Okay, I like Archivegeist better. Defender, at the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Oh, we got double rare. Oh, because the other rare was a flip. That's what it was. You replaced our flip card. 181. This is Bloodhall Priest. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, if you have no cards in hand, deals 2 damage to target creature or player. It's a 4/4 with Madness. 1 black-red. Very cool. Mountain and a zombie. Nice. Now for a Russian pack of Eldritch Moon. All right. 81, we have Boon of Emrakul. Target creature enchant creature +3/-3. That is Terrarian. That is something plans. I play this in Pioneer 52. Contingency plan. That's it. Look at the top 5. You can put any number in your graveyard, put the rest back in any order. 107. Succumb to Temptation. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. 3 mana. 150. That is Backwoods Survivalist. Delirium, it gets +1/+1 and has Trample. 126, that is Distemper of the Blood. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains Trample until end of turn. Madness for red is a sorcery. Let's see, we got one of these in the last pack. Is Borrowed Grace. Escalate. Creatures you control get +2/+0 or +0/+2. Let's see, 179. Woodcutter's Grit. Instant target creature you control gets +3/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Let's see, 443. That is Spectral Reserves. Create 2 1/1 white spirit tokens with flying, gain 2 life. Let's see, 163. It's Kessig Prowler. Transform for 5. Becomes Sinuous Predator. It can't be blocked by more than one creature. Let's see, 49. Advanced Stitchwing. 2 and a blue, discard 2 cards, return an Advanced Stitchwing from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay. 3/4. 128. Too far. Fury Blade Vampire. Trample. At the beginning of your turn, you may discard a card. If you do, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn. Let's see, 182. Let's see. Campaign of Vengeance. Whenever a creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. That is Crypt something. This was used heavily in the zombie deck that came after this. 86. Crypt Breaker. That's it. 1 in black. Discard a card. Put 2/2 black zombie token onto the battlefield. Tap 3 untapped zombies you control. Draw a card and lose 1 life. We have a flip token and a Eldrazi Horror. Alright, next. Hour of Devastation. This one is Japanese. Means our pack is going to be reversed. So we have a 1/1 soldier token. Start things off. Full Art Forest. Very nice. That is Nicol Bolas, the God Pharaoh. One of the best hits in the entire set. Let's see, they're only $3, but +2. Target opponent exiles cards from the top of his or her library until she exiles a non-land card. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. +1. Each opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand. -4. It deals 7 damage to target opponent or creature that an opponent controls. -12. Exile each non-land permanent your opponent's control. Jeez, I forgot how good that card was. All right, 127. Quarry Beetle. When it enters the battlefield, you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Let's see, 59. We have Banewhip Punisher. Enters the battlefield, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice it, destroy target creature that has a -1/-1 counter on it. Okay. 147. Is Unraveling Mummy. Target attacking zombie gains lifelink for 1 and a white. Gains death touch for 1 and a black. Very cool. 47. Strategic planning. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Let's see. 173. Desert of the Mindful. Enters the battlefield tapped. It is a desert. Tap for a blue. Cycling 1 and a blue. 66. It is Kenra Eternal. It is Afflict 1. 28 is Rampaging Hippo. Trample, cycling 2, 5, 6. 69, nice. We have Lurching Rot Beast, cycling for a black. You get a 4/2. Let's see, 29. That is Aerial Guide. Flying when it attacks another target attacking creature gains flying until end of turn on a 2/2. 1. Active Heroism. Untap target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn and can block an additional creature this turn. Let's see, 81. Without Weakness. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn, cycling for 2. This is the Archer that actually does see play in Pauper. Let's see, 92. It's Firebrand Archer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then we have 7 with Dauntless Aven. Whenever it attacks, untap target creature you control. That goes along with what's its name? The Combat Celebrant. You can use that in Combat Celebrant to have unlimited number of combat steps. Alright, now for Rivals of Ixalan. Our Japanese one. Start things off. The treasure token. I actually need more of those. Island. Oh, we have a foil. 25. That is Squire's Devotion. +1/+1 enchant creature. It gets +1/+1 lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Very cool. That is it's a thing that shuts off graveyards. 182. Silent Gravestone. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. 4 tap, exile it, and all cards from all graveyards draw a card. Very cool. Let's see, 55. We have Slippery Scoundrel. Send. As long as you have the City's Blessing, it has hexproof and can't be blocked. Very nice. 8. Famished Paladin. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you gain life, untap it. 28. We have Enter the Unknown. Target creature you control explores. You may play an additional land this turn. That's Plummet. Don't even have to look that one up. Let's see, 105. Goblin Trailblazer. Menace 2/1 for 2. 93. We have Bombard. 4 damage to target creature. Instant. see, 122. Aggressive Urge. Target creature gets +2 or gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Draw a card. 23. First part is I know this card. I just can never remember it. Stubborn Sentry. Ascend. As long as you have the city's blessing, it has +3/+0. 50. Sea Legs. Flash enchant creature. It has +0/+2 as long as it's a pirate. Otherwise, it gets -2/-0. It's a really annoying card during sealed. Let's see, 65. We have Dark Inquiry. Target opponent reveals his or her land or his or her hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. They discard that card. Let's see, 76. It's Impale, destroy target creature. And 47, River Darter, can't be blocked by dinosaurs. Very cool. And Korean Rivals of Ixalan. Well, we have a River Darter. So we just pulled that. 104. Grilled Death Spitter. Enrage. When it's dealt damage, it deals 2 damage to target opponent. Let's see, 27. We have Sun-Crested Pterodon. It's vigilance as long as you control another dinosaur. 69. Nice. We have Dust Charger. Ascend. Gets +2/+2 as long as you have the city's blessing. 133. Hunt the Weak. A +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature fights target creature you don't control. 89. Vampire Revenant. Flying. 3/1. 56. Is Soul of the Rapids. Flying hexproof. 3/2. Pretty sure that's just Evolving Wilds. 26. That is Evolving Wilds. Yep. That's we had one in the last pack. It deals 4 damage to target creature. It's Bombard. Yeah, Bombard. 12. That is Luminous Bonds. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. That's the gain land. Comes into play tapped. Gain a life, I think. 91. Oh no, that's just the one that comes into play tapped. Woodland Stream. Enters battlefield tap for a green or a blue. 13. Majestic Heliopterus. Or Heliopterus. Heliopterus, that's it. Whenever it attacks another target creature, or another target dinosaur you control, gains flying until end of turn. It has flying. 54. That is Siren Reaver. Raid, it costs 1 less to cast if you attacked with a creature this turn, and it's flying. Oh, I remember this card. Paladin of Atonement. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you lost life last turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Paladin of Atonement. When it dies, you gain life equal to its toughness. Yep. Then a mountain, and a Merfolk token. I believe that's an unblockable Merfolk. Very cool. Well, as always, thank you for joining me on this adventure. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It is the best way to help the channel. in a non-monetary means. If you wish to help the channel monetarily, you can also support us on Patreon. Our Patreon is linked in the channel description, or in the channel page. But by no means feel obligated to do such. If you'd like to help the channel that way, please do. If not, that's cool too. No pressure either way. Yeah. And as always, until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.